It's April in Paris, and that, of course, it's a poetic thought. And here we are, very close to the Champs-Élysées, not too far from the Arc de Triomphe, several thousand miles from the very center of things, New York, and then westward over the Hudson to St. Paul and Minneapolis in the mid-continent. Somewhere around 1947, a man by the name of Joe Turner was appearing at the Dome in Minneapolis. This is Joe Turner who strides the piano, not Joe Turner who sings the blues. We found Joe very close to the Arc de Triomphe at La Calvados, and it's good to hear you and share with you our feelings about your music. Joe Turner, greetings, enchanté.
Thank you very much. And when I was playing at the Dome, I would like to mention the fact that Paige Cavanaugh was also playing there in a trio of his. And I left there and took a plane to New York City and arrived in New York City just in time to catch the boat for Europe. I was to arrive in Europe and stay for 2 weeks to pick up my family that I had left in Budapest several years ago. And I was only to stay here for 2 weeks, but the 2 weeks turned out to be 27 years. Incidentally, shortly after my arrival here, I paid the 2 weeks with prolongations, and after 3 months here, working steadily through, I had contracts in my pocket for the next 2 years. And so I decided that I would stay here instead of going back home, breaking in layoffs.
Europe in your blood, Joe Turner. The jazz scene began to turn, and you began to find a whole new reference point, but in spite of that, your tradition and its influences prompt the following questions. You're a stride pianist. They're a rare breed of cat.
That's right. I think there are about 3 stride pianists that I know of left in the world today. That's Willie the Lion Smith, and a little fellow who's not so well known, who's a terrific stride man, Willie Gant, and myself. And I think that's one of the reasons I've been recalled to New York to play at the Newport Jazz Festival, because I imagine they would like to hear a little more stride piano, and a lot of youngsters would really like to know what it's about, I think.
I'll be back to talk with you in just a moment about stride piano and some of the people that influenced you. I've been talking with Joe Turner, and this is Paris, France, and poetically it is April in Paris. C'est froid, but very warm at the same time. Joe, it's a pleasure hearing you here at La Calvados in Paris.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and my main reason for staying in the Calvados, because I have a family here, a wife and 2 kids. My kids are doing very well in school. I'm making more or less a financial sacrifice by staying here, but my family, at least, are having a home here. I don't have to be running all over the world to make a living, and at least they know that Papa is coming home every night. And it's really worth it to me.
Joe Turner, the stride pianist, one of the outstanding exponents of the stride style in traditional jazz. This is Leigh Kamman, somewhere in Paris.